Oh, this is Cody Dominic, and my website is coolmath.com. So, to find this site, just go to your browser bar and type in www.coolmath.com. So, when I was in school, this website was always just the website that we played games on because it was the only site that wasn't blocked. But after going through it, I realized what a helpful and useful site it really is. So, the site features lesson plans, activities, examples, tools, and games that deal with math, and they will all be explained later in more detail. But so everything is laid out based on either the topic or the class. So, up here we can go to pre algebra, algebra, or pre calculus, and you can see here there's some sample lessons. So, Cool Math was created for both teachers and students, but mainly teachers. So, there are lesson plans for every topic in pre algebra, algebra, and pre calculus, but it can also be used for the students because of the examples that some lessons have and the math games that go along with them. So, I found this site was very easy to navigate. So, if we click here on the pre algebra, then we can go down here and see all the different topics in pre-algebra. So we'll just go with factors and primes. Then from there, we have more subtopics. So if we go to divisibility tests, there's an 11-page lesson on the divisibility test. So if we go back to the main page, so this home page gives an overview of basically everything. So we have the math lessons, we have the math games, we have news, classic games, and everything like that, along with these other websites that go along with it and these tabs. So I find it very easy to navigate because of these tabs, because you can find which topic you need, if you need practice, if you need the tools and references, to find exactly what you're looking for. So the practice tab will take you to all the cool math games that the students can play that don't, they might not go with it doesn't say what certain topic each one goes to, but they are all math related. Especially this one, the fraction splat. And so this takes you to a whole new website, which is coolmath-games.com. So we'll go back to the main site, and then we have this tools and references tab, which has a drop down with a math dictionary, math survival guide, geometry and trig reference, puzzles, careers in math, and teacher success area. I find this to be very helpful because it branches out to some different topics. Like the rest is just pre-algebra, algebra, pre-calculus, but if you go over here, then you can get some geometry and trig. So I would say that my favorite part of the site is the lesson plans. So now we'll do one in algebra. If we go to factoring polynomials, then there's all of these different things. So we have the undoing distributive property. We'll try that one. Now, this is a 4-page lesson that, and you don't have to use this lesson exactly, but it gives you kind of a step-by-step of how you could go about making a lesson that has to do with the distributive property. Now, a lot of this website is very creative, and the lesson plans are probably one of the least creative, but I do think that they're the most helpful because it's a great guide for you to be able to create your own lesson plan. And I like how if you go to the end, there's this your turn section where you can factor your own polynomials, either yourself to make sure that you have the lesson down or to give your students at the end of class and at the end of their lesson. So what sticks out to me the most that I would change probably about this site is really just the color scheme, because I think the layout and the content is great, but there's just something about the black with the bright colors that I'm not a very big fan of. And I would also, some of these have these electronic problems, like this multiplying radicals cruncher. It will give you a problem and then you can try and solve it. I kind of wish that that was right in with the lesson plan, but it is easy to navigate and get back to find it, so that's not too big of an issue. But overall, I think this is a great site for anyone teaching pre-algebra, algebra, or pre-calculus. If you teach one of those three areas or topics, then it's a helpful website because it gives you a thorough lesson plan along with examples and tools to use during that lesson plan. So generally, I would say that coolmath.com is useful for most teachers as long as the content is there. And that about wraps it up for coolmath.com.